then asks Robin if it's fair for Christine to say that her and Cody going to Gwendolyn's party last minute added a layer of complication. And Robin actually said something other than she doesn't know. She said it did a little bit, and that it's fair, and some word salad. Like, she wanted to say something else. But she also said something that I feel as though we should call out a little bit.
I'm sure she wants... This is kind of how it goes in divorce, though.
Oh.
Like, you want them to stay away from everything. And I'm like, yeah, sorry. You share kids. You share a life, whether you are doing it in a nice way or not so nice way. It's just how it goes.
So you just kind of ripped the Band-Aid off and you walked in?
It's just like, this is how it is. You know, you just have to kind of like... deal with the awkwardness of it. Just go away. You decide to kind of get more comfortable with each other. So.
Right.
I think it's very interesting that those words came out of Robin's mouth. You want, in divorce, you want them to stay away, but you share kids. This is how it is. You have to deal with the awkwardness of it due to divorce. Yes. Do tell us, Robin, does this apply to your ex as well? Because this is a tomato-tomato situation, not a tomato-tomato situation. I thought that was really rich coming from her mouth due to the whole season of Robin bashing her ex so that Cody could adopt the kids. That's just my opinion. Suki asked her what she thought about David, and Robin said that he was nice, and Cody didn't go red. He's already red. No, he did, but you can defend him all you want, sister. Then Suki asked Christine and David about the clip from the party with Mary, because Mary was there, and she got to meet David.
It was Mary. Mary was there, and
Yes.
that was the first time she got to meet David. Tell me about that meeting.
And with
loves
Mary's
Mary.
hard, because Mary and I don't have a close relationship. I didn't
okay.
know where she was at exactly. But it was more like, girl, it's so much better to be done with all of the lies and manipulation and being used.
So she goes on and on, but Christine and Mary haven't had a close relationship in a very long time, and I think Christine was just trying to show her that life on the outside is better when you leave, like, the mind games, the abuse, the manipulation. And she also acknowledges, like, she knows that it's hard to leave, and I thought that that was very, very good, because it is hard to leave. Suki tells Mary that she seemed unsure during that clip. Mary said Christine was just trying to cheer her on, but there isn't trust between the two of them for Mary to accept it.
Do you think there'll ever be a time where you guys can all sit together and be like, okay?
I don't know.
Do you want that?
I think it would be cool, but I think it would take a lot. And it would really be sad if it would take the fact that we all left to be able to do that.
We see where Mary is coming from with this, almost like a why couldn't we do it, before we all left the pony show, and why are we able to do it now that we have left the pony show? But at the end of the day, I think it would be nice to see. I think the three OG wives, if they wanted to, of course, would be a force to be reckoned with if they did that. Not that they have to. Everybody is entitled to who they allow in their life exclusively. But in the end, in my opinion, they are all tied together through the kids. We're on page 6, by the way. With about 5 minutes left in the episode, so I am going to try to keep the last 5 minutes of this short. And I wrote ha 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 because it's really not that short. Cody knew Christine had a boyfriend and David's great, but he doesn't know anything about them. Why did I write that? Let's find out.
I think he's probably a decent person.
He is.
I just don't know anything other than...
Do you want to know something about them? Do you want to have a relationship with them? Could you see yourself possibly go out on a double date in a couple of years?
Oh.
And get to know each other?
I think... I don't know. I think... personally, I think I'm very forgiving. And I think that'd be really easy for me.
What? A double date, though? Cody doesn't know. He thinks he's a forgiving person, and all I have to say to that is, where? Where is Cody forgiving ever? Do you see what he did to Mary for 10 years because she was talking to somebody else that was a piece of shit on the internet? Please show me one time that Cody was forgiving ever, except towards Robin. That doesn't count. That is comical. Cody is saying that he's had conversations with David since, and he has enjoyed his company. He had what he calls a dirty thought, and thought of him and David going on a guy's trip together, but Cody knows that that would not be cool to Christine. Suki 100% agrees. He said it wouldn't be fair in any way, and then Suki brings up the comments Cody said of David only talking to Robin, and Cody said that Robin is a very easy person to talk to, unless it's the tell-alls, because, you know, where she should be talking, she doesn't do that. And Cody thinks David wanted them to know he was a family man. Cody said it felt like he was trying to prove to Christine that he was like a stand-up man and he didn't know why specifically. And I think to that, no, he was just telling you about himself. So I don't know why this has to be a pissing competition all the time, but whatever.
In a whole other world and universe, I thought it would be nice if, you know, Cody and David could get along and just be buddies, you know, eventually, kind of a thing.
Cody thinks the same thing.
I'm sure it'll happen. It's got to happen sometime.
Well, Cody actually mentioned going on a guy's trip with David, possibly. What do you think about that?
You'd have a good
Guy's
time.
trip, we could do that.
You'd have a good
There's
time.
a few rules that need to be changed.
Oh.
What are the rules?
Yeah, what are they?
That's between Cody and I.
Wait, what the hell? I want to know.
I'd like to know. I'd like to know what the rules are.
Yeah.
But, you know, it felt like, you know, when you were talking, you know, Cody mentioned that you were just looking at Robin. Were you just looking at Robin, or were you
No, he was just trying to make conversation. But in my opinion, I don't think them getting along would be a terrible thing, because at the end of the day, I think we need to put all of the things aside and remember that David is helping raise one of Cody's youngest children. Truly is still a minor. So, like, them getting along, like, isn't unheard of in other family situations. You know what I mean? And I'm not, like, defending the fact that Cody and David have to have this super great friendship, because they don't. Suki asked David if he, like, specifically only talked to Robin that day, and David said that anybody who knows him knows that he's a people person, that he was just trying to make conversation. I mean, Cody wasn't really talking much. Christine said they needed to get David and Cody meeting done. They just needed to meet, and she was excited to get that done with.